Hey, welcome back to my teaching blog. This is obviously my first post in quite a while. Um, had a nice little break there over December and January, but now I'm back and getting ready to jump into my student teaching. I've gone to see my new students, lovely seventh graders over at Daniel Day Lewis Middle School. And yeah, I'll be doing civics and economics for seventh grade. When I found out that's the subject I was going to have, I was, not going to lie, I was a little apprehensive, I suppose you would say. Um, Not necessarily the subjects I would like to teach when I finally become a full-time teacher, but, you know, I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to do my best, and who knows? Maybe I'll actually fall in love with government and economics. But anyways, going from ninth grade to seventh grade, I was originally a little worried about behavior issues, just considering what I had seen with the ninth graders last semester. But so far, I've been to the school um, maybe 5 times, 4 or 5 times. I've been there full day working with the classes, and I can tell my cooperating teacher has them trained pretty well. Behavior is not going to be an issue for me this semester, or for them, I should say. Once I start teaching, I don't think. Yeah, they are safe to say they are scared to death of my CT in terms of behavior issues. But anyway, last Wednesday was the first day that I actually got to spend getting to know the kids, and vice versa. I did a pretty generic type activity where I had each student create on an index card, put their name and three things that describe them, and if they wanted to put more, they could put more. But just three things so that I could start putting names with faces and that kind of thing. And then once everyone was done, I would collect the cards, pull one at random, and that way kind of go around the room, give everyone a chance to introduce themselves to me and talk about one of the things that they wrote down. So that way, they're getting involved with something that's relevant to them. And I'm, putting activities, hobbies, uh, sports, that kind of thing. I'm able to match these interests to particular kids. Once they finished talking about themselves, I opened it up. Um, Actually, first I modeled what I wanted them to do by drawing my own index card on the board and then going through one, two, three different things about myself to describe myself and, kind of break the ice, so to speak. And so once they completed theirs, I gave them the opportunity to ask questions about me, about my personal background, my educational background, that kind of thing. And I did something similar with my ninth graders last semester, and it was like hearing crickets chirping. Had a couple kids ask, "What school do you go to?" And just simple stuff like that. They didn't really want to get to know me at first, that kind of thing. It wasn't cool to talk to the teacher. Whatever. These kids, though, the seventh graders, they're kind of at that age where they want to know about me. They want to know where I'm from, these kind of weird personal details that I wouldn't have thought they would want to ask about, and they did. And we took up an entire 37-minute period in each class section because they just kept asking me things, and it was kind of a day where it was shortened periods. and my CT just kind of turned them over to me and said, if you want to take the whole period, take the whole period. So I just rolled with it, and I was glad to see they opened up to me, and yeah, they took a genuine interest, and yeah, I already feel like they've welcomed me into their class atmosphere. I don't feel like that kind of aloof, uh, kind of strictly observing type student teacher at this point. I already feel like I'm part of the class, and so I hope to keep that going for the next few weeks, and then by the time I'm ready to jump in full time, things will be already going great. So I'm gonna sign off for now, and I will keep you updated.